Hi friends, Vic Frere of Vic Frere Art here. I paint and I draw. In this episode, I'm going to be using this book once again. This has been and continues to be my go-to book whenever I have to draw heads or hands. Now this video is not going to be strictly a tutorial. I'm going to do mostly a time lapse, but in between I will pause and explain some things. I hope you find some value in this video, and if you do, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching. Peace. I think other than drawing faces or heads, the other subject that most artists avoid is drawing hands. And I know this because I used to be one of them. That is until I made it my mission to really learn the anatomy of the head, the face, and hands. And for me, those two have been easier to study because you don't need a model. You have a head and hands. One simple technique that helped me that I adopted from other artists is to keep everything simple. And here's what I mean by that. We can look at the hand as a complete shape and just outline the shape that you see. The main part is to keep it simple and don't think of it as a hand, but rather as a shape first. What I also do is I pay attention to the shapes that the shadows create, and also paying attention to the negative space. Another thing that is helpful for me is to look at the angles and the relationship between different parts of the hand. For instance, I like to look at the angle between the thumb and the first finger, and then the middle finger, and so on. I just keep looking for angles that I can use to connect them. And just remember that the hands have volume, so you can imagine them as simple forms. And you can think of the fingers as blocks instead of just sausages. If you notice, my lines follow the cross contour of the hand, especially when I'm using the white Conte crayon.